marry my girl, he said, wait up, hold up. She fly, love God.
Yes, I am alive. If you were on my Instagram or if you follow me at clutch_keepers, I did do a little poll asking if you wanted to see a video on how I wash my gloves. Also, this is I use a drying technique featured on, I'm not sure if it was Nayar's or the Gia's Instagram page, but it was featured on one of those too. Anyways, we're gonna be washing my Renegade Gk, and I guess I did fix that. Renegade Gk, not Gk. Talon Ignite, and my Volcan Abysses. After quite some time, just hard training and games and muddy, mucky weather here in Florida, it's finally caught up. Now getting to the juiciness of this video, of what you guys really came to see, is what you're gonna want to do first is find an area where your parents aren't gonna get mad at you for making a mess, or where you can make a mess and not have to worry about cleaning it up later. I'm choosing to use the sink in my garage. It's just the one where it's mess prone, so it's good to have a mess there, and rather than using the one in my bathroom or in the kitchen, that's just nasty. Anyways, what you're going to want to do is get the water to a nice middle temperature between hot and cold, and just soak the glove. What I like to do is get it straight onto the latex and open the glove hole and just shove the water in there. You want to get the glove nice and moist so you can get to start scrubbing. What I like to do is put the glove on first completely, usually not tying it on because you're going to be taking it off pretty soon. And once it's on, get a little bit more wet, find the dry areas, and use your thumb. Your thumb is the most important tool in this whole process. And quite literally what you're doing throughout this whole thing is just scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing. I've used toothbrushes before to do this, but what I found is that it's too rough for the latex, especially for a super soft latex. It's not beneficial really. And you're better off using your thumb because you can get harder to reach places, and you are the chooser how much pressure you want to push on it. Now I'm just gonna fast forward on it because I'm pretty sure you guys get the point already. Also, throughout this whole process, what you want to do is rinse out the dirt. What you do not want to do, I repeat, do not squeeze it and twist. Twisting the glove at this point is probably the worst thing you can do, next to letting it air dry in the sun. Now, obviously, as you can see, the glove is already starting to look a lot better. Of course, you will not be able to get it to its bright out of the bag kind of look, nice and bright. It's just not possible, especially at this point. You can keep it pretty clean if you're consistent with it, but I'm not. I use gloves as it is, and I'll wash it when they need it. Your thumb will get nice and sore, so if you're a hardcore gamer, this is a good workout. I don't game much, but anyways, I also like to clean the backhand because it's got to look representable. It's got to look good for the fans out in the stands. Yeah, not really. But now taking a closer look and comparing it to the two, it is much cleaner. It looks good too. I can already feel the tackiness on the glove. You're gonna want to wring it out because it is a lot of water. Now for the drying process. Hashtag pink is for real men, if you saw my Instagram post a while ago. What I do is I just take a hanger, I use the wrist strap on it and just hang it onto it like that. This is really good because this is when gravity comes into play and the water just drips down to the tips of the gloves. And what I do is I simply just hang it onto the top, and boom, that's pretty much it. Of course, periodically as you walk by to get your clothes from the laundry, if you do that, or if you're gonna get something from the garage, just take each fingertip and just wring it out like you're milking a cow, and that's really it. That's the whole drying process. And here's me pretty much showing you how I milk the cow, essentially, or this is the method I use to get the gloves to be nice and dry. You want to do this if you're really gonna be really good about it, every 30 minutes. Or what I do is whenever I'm walking by, I just wring it out, and that's pretty much it, really. Now for the don't of washing gloves. There's 3 main things that I'm going to touch on that you should never ever do when you're washing gloves. Number 1 is put them in the laundry machine, and this is because of the detergent and fabric softener that is used in the machine. The chemicals in it will just really mess up the latex, and it's not a good mix. Also, I personally have never put my gloves in the dryer. I've heard it shrinks gloves and stuff like that, but I wouldn't do it. It might be too hot. Also, the big thing is never leave out your gloves in the sun. It will just screw up your latex and it'll dry out unnaturally, and you'll get some pretty crusty gloves. Also, if you're wondering what the heck I mean by crusty, this is what crusty looks like. These are a pair of gloves that I previously had dried out in the sun, and I pretty much screwed myself up. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Keep an eye out for a review of all my gloves that I have in. Also follow me at clutch_keepers and at Renegade Gk for the gloves. Like and subscribe for more, and see you next time.